Hello everyone. Let us continue our discussion about the combinational circuits. In this video, we are going to discuss about the multiplexers and demultiplexers. Let's look into these multiplexers. The term multiplex means many to one. And multiplexing is the process of transmitting a large number of information over a single line. A digital multiplexer is a combinational circuit which selects one digital information from several sources and transmits the selected information on a single output line. Okay, so it selects one digital information from many sources and transmits the selected information on a single output line. So it works like many to one. A multiplexer acts like a digitally controlled multi-position switch that has multiple inputs and a single line output. The select inputs, also called as address inputs, determine which input is connected to the output. Okay, so among the multiple inputs, only one will be selected and that one will be passed through the output line. Okay, we'll be having only single output line. Okay, the select input or the address input determine which input is connected to the output line. Multiplexer can also be called as data selector because it selects one among the many inputs and that one will be steered through the output line. Okay, so it selects one of the many inputs and steers this binary information through the output line. Okay, normally there are 2 raised to n input lines and n selection lines. Okay, so a multiplexer has 2 raised to n inputs, n select lines and 1 output line. And it may have one or more enable inputs also. Examples for multiplexers are 2 to 1 multiplexer, which consists of 2 inputs, 1 select line and 1 output line. 4 to 1 multiplexer. It consists of 4 inputs, 2 select lines and 1 output line. 8 to 1. 8 input lines and 3 select lines. 16 to 1. 16 input lines with 4 select lines. Okay, let's look into this 2 to 1 multiplexer, which consists of 2 inputs, namely D0 and D1, 1 select input S and 1 output line Y. Okay, depends on the select signal, the output is connected to either of the inputs. That is, if S is equal to 0, then the output line Y is equal to D0. And if S is equal to 1, then Y is equal to D1. So we can form the equation for this Y as D0 into S complement plus D1 into S. Okay, now let's draw the corresponding logic diagram. We can make use of these two AND gates to implement the term D0 into S complement and D1 into S. Okay, then make use of an OR gate to connect these two outputs. We'll be getting Y as D0 into S complement plus D1 into S. Okay, so this is the case of 2 to 1 multiplexer, which consists of 2 inputs and 1 output line. Similarly, a 4 to 1 multiplexer consists of 4 data inputs, namely D0, D1, D2 and D3 and 2 selection lines and a single output line. Since we are having 4 input lines, we need to have 2 selection lines. 2 raised to n inputs with n selection lines, right? So 4 input lines with 2 selection lines or control lines. Okay, so one of these 4 inputs will be connected to this Y based on the values present on the 2 selection lines. Okay, so if S1 is 0, that combination is 0 0, then the input D0 line will be connected to Y. If it is 0 1, D1 will be connected, 1 0 D2, and if it is 1 1, it is D3. Okay, so now we can form the equation for Y as S1 bar into S0 bar into D0 plus S1 bar into S0 into D1 plus S1 into S0 bar into D2 plus S1 S0 D3. Okay, we can draw the corresponding logic diagram using 4 AND gates and an OR gate. Okay, since we are having 4 possible combinations, we need to have 4 AND gates to represent this 4 minterms, right? So in the first level, we are making use of 4 AND gates, and in the second level, to connect all the outputs, we are making use of an OR gate. Okay, so that's the case of 4 to 1 multiplexer. In the case of 8 to 1 multiplexer, we'll be having 8 data inputs, 1 output line. Since we are having 8 data inputs, that is 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8, right? So the n here is 3. So we need to have 3 select lines. Okay, so we are having 8 input line with 3 select lines and a single output line. Okay, that is the case of 8 to 1 multiplexer. Okay, now let's look into the corresponding truth table. Since we are having 3 select lines, we will be having 8 different possible combinations. And if the combination is 0, 0, 0, then the output input line D0 is connected to the output line Y. Okay, so if the combination is 1, 0, 0, then D4 is connected. If it is 1, 1, 1, then D7 is connected. Okay, now we can form the corresponding equation for the output Y as S2 bar into S1 bar into S0 bar into D0 plus S2 bar into S1 bar into S0 into D1 plus. Likewise, we can have the 8 different minterms. Okay, so we can form the equation for Y. Okay, if we know the equation for the output line, we can draw the corresponding logic diagram. Diagram consists of, since we are having 8 different minterms, it consists of 8 AND gates. Okay, so in the first level, it consists of 8 AND gates, and in the second level, all the output from the 8 AND gates are connected by means of an OR gate. Okay, so this is the case of 8 to 1 multiplexer. So we are having 8 input lines, but only one will be selected, and it will be passed through the single output line. Okay, that is the case of 8 to 1, many to 1. We can implement the higher order multiplexers using lower order multiplexers. Okay, now let's look into how to implement a 16 into 1 multiplexer. We are making use of 8 into 1 multiplexers and a 2 into 1 multiplexer. Okay, so to implement this 16 into 1 multiplexer, we know that it requires 16 data inputs, right? So to have the 16 data inputs, we need to have n selection lines, that is 4 selection lines. Okay, so we need 16 data inputs, 4 selection lines and 1 output. Okay, by means of an 8 by 1 multiplexer, we'll be having 8 data inputs with 3 selection lines and 1 output line. Okay, so we are taking two 8 by 1 multiplexers to get this 16 data inputs. Okay, so to get the 16 data inputs, we are taking two 8 by 1 multiplexers. So two 8 by 1 multiplexers are taken in the first stage. Okay, since each 8 by 1 multiplexer produces one output, we require a 2 by 1 multiplexer in the second stage by considering the outputs of the first stage as inputs and to produce the final output. We know that in the case of multiplexer, we will be having only a single output line, right? But in the case of, since if we are making use of this two 8 by 1 multiplexer, we will be getting two output lines, right? So these two output lines are connected by means of a 2 by 1 multiplexer to produce the final single output. Okay, so the same selection lines S2, S1 and S0 are applied to both these 8 by 1 multiplexers. The data inputs of the upper 8 by 1 multiplexer are I8 to I15, and the data inputs of the lower 8 by 1 multiplexer are I0 to I7. Therefore, each 8 by 1 multiplexer produces an output based on the values of the selection lines S2, S1 and S0. Okay. Logic diagram of this 16 by 1 multiplexer, which is implemented using two 8 by 1 multiplexer. As we said, we are making use of this two 8 by 1 multiplexer. Okay, so each multiplexer will be having 8 input lines and 3 selection lines. Okay, so to the first or the lower multiplexer, the data input lines are I0 to I7, and the upper multiplexer will be having the input lines as I8 to I15. Okay, and 3 selection lines are connected to both of this multiplexer. Okay, so each of this multiplexer produces one output each, right? So this each output is connected to a 2 by 1 multiplexer to produce a single output. Okay, so the outputs of the first 8 by 1 multiplexers are applied as inputs to the 2 by 1 multiplexer that is present in the second stage. Okay, so another selection line S3 is applied to this 2 by 1 multiplexer. So since we are having two output lines, only one will be connected to this Y, right? So to determine that, we are having another selection line, that is S3. Okay, if S3 is equal to 0, then the output of 2 by 1 multiplexer will be one of the 8 inputs I0 to I7 based on the values of the selection lines S2, S1 and S0. Okay, that is, if S3 is equal to 0, this multiplexer's output will be connected to the final output. And if S3 is equal to 1, the output from this 8 by 1 multiplexer will be connected to the final output line. Okay, therefore the overall combination of two 8 by 1 multiplexers and one 2 by 1 multiplexer performs as one 16 by 1 multiplexer. The truth table of this 16 by 1 multiplexer is shown here. So the various applications of multiplexers are data selection, data routing, operation sequencing, parallel to serial conversion, waveform generation, logic function generation. Discuss about the logic function generation. A multiplexer can be used in place of logic gates to implement a logic expression. So any Boolean expression, any SOP expression can be implemented using a multiplexer. Now let's look into the procedure for designing a logic function generator using a multiplexer. If the type of the multiplexer is same as the given number of variables, then the steps for designing the generator logic function generator are: the first step is to select the multiplexer. If the given expression has n variables, then determine the multiplexer using the formula 2 raised to n is to 1. Okay, so if it consists of 3 variables, then 2 raised to n, that is 8. 8 is to 1 will be the 8 is to 1 multiplexer will be taken, right? If the n is equal to 2, 2 raised to 2, that is 4 is to 1 multiplexer will be taken. So the first step is select the multiplexer based on the number of variables in the given expression. Okay, then the second step is connect the inputs that corresponds to the given minterms to logic 1. So in the truth table, we will be knowing that some of the minterms will be having, the sum of the minterms will be having the output as logic 1. Okay, or if you are given with a Boolean expression, the minterms that are given in the expression will be connected to the logic 1. Connect all the other inputs to the logic 0, that is to the ground. Also connect the input variables as the selection lines. Okay, so the output is either logic 1 or logic 0 based on the presence of the minterms in the given expression, and the selection line will be connected by the input variables. Okay, so that is the case of designing a logic function generator using a multiplexer. An example, we need to implement the Boolean expression f of ABC is equal to sigma m 2, 3, 6, 7. So we are having 4 minterms here. We are going to make use of a multiplexer. So here it is a 3 variable expression. Okay. So 2 raised to 3, which is equal to 8. So 8:1 multiplexer is required. So the first step is select the type of the multiplexer. So here we are having 3 variables. So we are taking 2 raised to 3, that is 8:1 multiplexer. Fine. So the multiplexer has 8 input lines. So if it is 8 lines, 2 raised to 3, that is the n value is 3 here. So it requires 3 selection lines. 3 selection lines, and we know that a multiplexer will be having only a single output line. So 8 input lines, 3 selection lines, and 1 output line. Fine. The inputs corresponding to the minterms 2, 3, 6, and 7 are connected to the logic 1. So the minterms 2, 3, 6, and 7 are connected to the logic 1, and the remaining minterms are connected to the logic 0. The given input variables A, B, C, they are connected as the 3 selection lines. Okay, so that's all about the implementing an SOP expression using multiplexer. So the multiplexer, the minterms that are present in the expression will be connected to the logic 1, and the remaining terms will be connected to the logic 0. And the given input variables A, B, C are connected as the 3 selection lines. Okay. Okay, now we know how to implement a Boolean expression having n variables using a 2 raised to n to 1 multiplier. Fine. Now let's look into how to implement a Boolean expression having n variables with a 2 raised to n minus 1 to 1 multiplier. Suppose that n is equal to 3. Usually we know how to implement that one using 2 raised to 3, that is 8:1 multiplier. Fine. Here we are going to see how we can implement that one using 4:1 multiplier. Let's look into the procedure for that. So from the given set of n plus 1 input variables, the n least significant variables are used as selection line inputs. Okay. So let's look at an example. We are going to implement a 4 variable logic function using a multiplexer with 3 data select inputs. Okay, so the 4 variables are A, B, C, and D. Fine. The first step is we need to construct a truth table for the function. Okay, so we need to construct a truth table. Fine. In the truth table, the ABC has the same value twice, once with D is equal to 0 and D is equal to 1. That is, we'll be having 2 rows like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. That is, we are going to have only the difference in the least significant bit. The first 3 bits remains same, right? When the same combination of ABC occurs and if f is equal to 0 both times, then connect logic 0 to the data input selected by that combination. If f is equal to 1, connect logic 1 to the data input. That is, for the combination 0, 0, 0, 0 and 0, 0, 0, 1, if f is equal to 0, then connect logic 0 to the data input selected by that combination. Else, if f is equal to 1, then connect to the logic 1. Okay. If f is different for the 2 occurrences of a combination of ABC, and if f is equal to D in each case, then connect D to the data input selected by that combination. Else, if f is equal to D complement in each case, then connect D complement to the data input selected by that combination. Let us explain this one using an example. Going to implement the SOP function f of ABC is equal to A exclusive of B exclusive of C using a 4:1 multiplexer. So in the given Boolean expression, there are three variables. So we are usually using 2:3:1 multiplexer, that is 8:1 multiplexer. But as per the question, it is to be implemented with 4:1 multiplexer. Let us look into that. So the first step is we need to construct the truth table for the given logic function. We know the truth table for the exclusive or B exclusive OC, right? The exclusive OR function. The output will be 1 only for the odd number of inputs. Okay. So now we constructed the truth table for the given function of ABC. Fine. So this ABC, this truth table consists of three variables and one output line. Fine. Let us look into the first two variables. We can see that the first two variables are same for the first two rows. Okay, two consecutive rows will be having the same value for the AB. It differs only in the C value. Okay, so C will be complemented. So in case in the first row C is equal to 0, then in the second row it will be 1. Fine. So we got a two rows with having same AB values. Fine. Now let's look into the F value. F value. We can see that the F value is same as C value. Okay. So if F is equal to C in each case, we need to connect C to the data input selected by that combination. So we are going to select this combination as 0, 0. So to the 0, 0 combination, the output is C. For both the cases, the output is C, right? So we can write it as for the combination 0, 0, the F value should be connected to the C. Fine. Now let's look into the second combination, 0, 1 combination. 0, 1 combination. The C value is 0, 1, whereas the F value is 1, 0. That is its complement, right? 0, 1, 1, 0. So it is complement of C. Fine. So for the combination 0, 1, for the combination 0, 1, the F value should be connected to C complement. Fine. Now let's look into the next group, 1, 0 group. 1, 0 group, it should also be connected to the C complement. The next group, 1, 1 group, the 1, 1 group should be connected to the C. Okay, now let's look into the new truth table, which consists of only 4 rows. Okay, so we will be having only 4 rows. Now we can implement this using a 4:1 multiplexer. Okay, so to the first line or the first input line, one I0, the 0, 0 combination corresponds to the I0 line, right? So the 0, 0 or the I0 should be connected to C. I1 should be connected to C complement, I2 should be connected to C complement, and I3 should be connected to the C. Okay, so this is the implementation of the given SOP function using a 4:1 multiplexer. Okay. Another expression. Here we are given with the function f of ABC as min terms 1, 2, 6 and 7. Okay, the first step is constructing the truth table. Okay, we know that for the min terms 1, for the min terms 1, 2, 6 and 7, the output will be 1. Okay, the output value will be 1. Fine. So we constructed the truth table for the given function. Okay, now let's look into the combinations. For the 0, 0 combination, the C value is 0, 1 and F value is also 0, 1. So the new truth table will be having for the combination 0, 0, the F is C. Okay, for the combination 0, 1, the F is C complement. Okay. For the combination 1, 0, 1, 0, we can see that both the cases the value is 0. So for the combination 1, 0, it should be connected to logic 0. For the combination 1, 1, it should be connected to logic 1. Okay. So now let's look into this 4:1 multiplexer. So 0, 0 combination should be connected to C. 0, 1 combination should be connected to C complement. 1, 0 combination should be connected to logic 0 and 1, 1 combination should be connected to logic 1. Okay, so with the help of a 4:1 multiplexer, we can implement this 3 variable SOP expression. Okay. Another example, here we are having four variables. Okay, so four variables, with the help of this four variables we'll be having 16 different combinations. Out of the 16 different combinations, these values or these minterms will be having the logic 1. Okay, so the first step is we need to construct the truth table. Okay, after constructing the truth table, let's look into the variable a b c. Okay, so let's look into the combination of A, B, C. For the combination 0, 0, 0, what about the value of F? Whether it is equal to D or D complement or 0 or 1. Let's find out that one. So based on that, we can implement this four variable Boolean expression using 8:1 multiplexer. Okay. Okay, now we know what is a multiplexer. Multiplexer means many to one device. Fine. Demultiplexer means it performs just the reverse operation of multiplexer. That is, it is a 1 to n device. Okay, it consists of a single input line with many output. Since it consists of many output lines, or since it transmits the same data to different destinations, this demultiplexer can also be called as data distributor. Okay, so demultiplexer is a data distributor which takes a single output and gives several outputs. Okay, so it consists of one input line, n selection lines, and 2 raised to n output lines. Based on that, we'll be having various types of demultiplexers: 1 to 2, 1 to 4, 1 to 8, and 1 to 16. Okay, so in the case of 2 raised to n, we need to have n selection lines. Okay, if it is a 1 to 2 demultiplexer, then we need one select line. 1 to 4 we need two select line. 1 to 8 we need three select line, and 1 to 16 we need four select lines. Okay, the 1 to 4 demultiplexer. So as we know, it consists of a single input line with four output lines. 1 to 4 means one input line with four output lines. So it has a single input, two selection lines, and four output lines. Fine. The input data goes to any one of these four outputs at a given time for a particular combination of select lines. So based on the values of this S1 and S0, the input from this D in will be distributed to any one of the four output line. Okay, so this demultiplexer is also called as 2 to 4 demultiplexer, which means that two select lines and four output lines. Okay, so two select lines and four output lines. So it can also be called as 2 to 4 demultiplexer. Fine. So this is the block diagram for this 1 to 4 multiplexer. It consists of one input line, two selection lines, and four output lines. Okay, fine. Now let's draw the truth table for the 1:4 demultiplexer. So we'll be having only a single data input, that is our D, and we'll be having two select input lines S1 and S0. So based on these values of S1 and S0, one of this output line will be activated. For the combination 0, 0, Y0 will be having the D value. For the combination 0, 1, Y1 line will be having the input D value. Okay, for the combination 1, 0, the data input will be on the Y2 line, and for the combination 1, 1, the data input will be on the Y3 line. Fine. So this is the truth table for the 1 to 4 demultiplexer. Fine. Now let's write the Boolean expression for each of these output lines. Y0 is equal to D into S0 complement into S1 complement. Fine. Y1 is equal to D into S0 into S1 complement. Okay. Y2 is equal to D into S0 complement into S1. Y3 is equal to D into S0 into S1. Okay, now we got these four Boolean expressions for each of our 4 output lines. Now let's draw the corresponding logic diagram. Okay, since we are having 4 minterms, we will be having 4 AND gates. Okay, 4 AND gates are used for representing or generating these 4 outputs. Okay, so we'll be having 2 select lines, a single input line, and 4 output lines. So the single input line will be given to each of this AND gate. Okay, so to this AND gate, to all the AND gates, the D will be given. Okay, then the other 3 inputs, others S0 and S1, based on this truth table, we can draw the corresponding logic diagram. Okay, and one more additional input line, that is the E enable pin, is also there. Enable pin will be connected to each and every AND gate. Okay, so that is the case of 1 to 4 demultiplexer. Let's look into the 1 to 8 demultiplexer. It works very similar to the 1 to 4. The only difference is that we'll be having 8 different output lines. Okay, 8 different output lines. Since we are having 8 different output lines, 3 different select lines are required. Okay, 3 different select lines are required. Fine. So it is also called as 3 to 8 demultiplexer because it consists of 3 select lines and 8 output lines. It distributes one input line to one of the 8 output lines depending upon the value of the selection lines. Okay, now let's look into the truth table. So we'll be having only a single input, that is our D. Fine. We'll be having 3 selection lines, S2, S1, S0. If the combination 0, 0, 0, then Y0 will be having the D value. For the combination 1, 0, 0, for the combination 1, 0, 0, Y4 will be having the D value. Similarly, for the combination 1, 1, 1, Y7 will be having the D value. Okay, this is the truth table for 1 to 8 demultiplexer. Fine. Let's find out the Boolean expression for each and every output lines. Y0 is equal to D into S0 complement into S1 complement into S2 complement. Similarly, Y4 is equal to D into S0 complement into S1 complement into S2 complement. Similarly, we can form the Boolean expressions for all the 8 output lines. Okay. We know the Boolean expression for all the 8 output lines. Let's draw the corresponding logic diagram. So we need 8 AND gates to implement these minterms. Okay, we need 8 AND gates to generate the output lines Y0 to Y7. Okay, that's the case of 1 to 8 demultiplexer. So in this video, we discussed about the various multiplexers and demultiplexers. Thank you.